First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Ford Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Well, the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield off the play fake. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust to account for that?
And what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In motion right is Brown. Mayfield now. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. 9 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield to throw it. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Open man right side is St. Brown. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop it. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It's fielded at the 45. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is DJ Chark. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. From the gun, Jackson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, Jackson trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Commanders 10, Lions nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 87 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mayfield. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And again, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Complete to Wright. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. A gain of 22.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second and a couple. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Mayfield on play action. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Smith will come in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Jackson. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift from 17 yards out. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. A good pickup there at 22. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the draw is Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And whistles, and we're going to have another their stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards. And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Jackson. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. We talk about making winning plays. That is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress.